Welcome back for more transformations in the plane. Today we're actually going to look at determining the pre-image and the different transformation that there is. So in this one, I'm going to highlight our colors. So first thing I want to do is I want to highlight our pre-image. Our pre-image is the original figure. So our pre-image is A, B, C, triangle ABC. That's our pre-image. And so these are our coordinates. 1, 3 is A, 1, 3. 4, 5 is 4, 5 is B, and 6, 2 is C. Those are our pre-images. So now what we're going to do is they're going to they say determine the coordinates of the vertices of the after reflection in the x-axis for A. So I'm going to do this one in green. So I'm going to do reflection in green. So the reflection, remember, here's the x-axis, and the reflection means that the points are going to be the same distance away from the x-axis. So C is 2 above, so C prime is going to be 2 below the x-axis. B is 4, 5, so it's 5 above, so over the x-axis is going to be 5 below, and that's our B prime. We call that B prime. That's our image of our first translation. So we're using A prime, B prime, and C prime, just one tick mark. And then A, of course, is 3 above, so it's going to be 3 below. So once we find our 3 vertices, we're just going to draw our triangle. And that is done. That's our reflection. Now I want to do our translation. But if you notice, it's giving us the vector of -3, -2. So that means we're going to, from the x coordinate, we're going to subtract 3, and from the y coordinate, we're going to subtract 2. So if our original x coordinate for A was 1, 1 minus 3 gives us -2. And then 3 minus 2, because our y is 2, gives us 1. So our A double prime, because this is our second image we're doing, is going to be -2, comma 1. -2, 1. Excuse me. -2, 1. Right there. Our B, again, we're going to subtract 3 from the x. So 4 minus 3 is 1. And 2 from the y. 5 minus 2 is 3. So 1 comma 3, which happens to be A in the pre-image, but we're just going to also mark it. If you notice, they marked it here as B double prime as well. And then C, we got 6 minus 3 is 3, and 2 minus 2 is 0, so 3 comma 0. So that's how we do our transformation or our translation or our slide in that case. Now, the best way to do this one, the coordinates of the vertices of the image after a rotation. So we're going to rotate 180 degrees. Now, by and far, the rotation is the harder one to do. But when we have 180 degrees, we know that the translation is we're just going to change both of the signs. So we do the opposite of each of the signs. So 1, 3 becomes -1, -3. -1, -3. And let me do this in a different color so that we see that. So we're going to do it in the teal. About the origin, which is what we're going to be doing. It's about the point 0, 0. But 180 degrees means you're just completely flipping it on the other side of the timeline, number line. So 1 becomes -1, 3 becomes -3. So -1, -3 is our A. And then 4, 5 becomes -4, -5, -4, -5 is B triple prime. And C becomes C triple prime is -6, -2. And that's our translation here. So, yeah, we're going to do a couple problems together, and then you guys are going to have to do it on your own. All right, so first thing I want to do is they're going to give us the pre-image. So A is negative 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, negative 3, 1. So I'm going to label that A. B is negative 1, 1. So that's right here, and that's B. And C is negative 1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. C. And so we're going to draw our triangle here. And we want to reflect it across the y-axis. So our pre-image is that our image is going to be reflected across the y-axis. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to just go straight down the y-axis, and I'm going to count away. So C is 1 away, so then C prime is going to be 1 away. B is 1 away here, so B prime is going to be 1 away. And A is 1, 2, 3 away from the y-axis, so it's going to be 3 away from the y-axis on the other side. 1, 2, 3. And that is A prime. So if you notice, we have our triangle here. 1, 2, 3. And it is a reflection across the y-axis. Now I want to do the rotation for you guys. So rotation, there we go. Rotation, and I'll do our pre-image in red again. So negative 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, negative 3, 0, that is Q. R is negative 2, 0, negative 2, 2, so negative 2, 1, 2, that is R. And S is negative 1, 0. S is negative 1, 0. So that is our image. That's our pre-image. So now we're going to rotate, and again, so we're going to go 270 degrees. So 270 degrees would be, this is 90 degrees. This axis is 180 degrees. So if it was 180 degrees, it would be a triangle like this. But it's going to be 270, so our triangle should look like this right up here. So we're going to change, so this is negative 3, 0, so then we would go 0, negative 3, 3, comma 0, and then 0, comma positive 3 would be our 270 degree rotation. So I'm going in this direction 270 degrees. So our Q prime is going to be 0, comma 3. Our R prime is going to be, so if it was here, it would be negative 2, 2. If it was here, it would be 2, positive 2, negative 2. But here, it's going to be positive 2, positive 2. So that is going to be R prime. And S, if it was here, it would be negative 0, negative 1, 1, comma 0, 0, positive 1. So that's S prime. Again, I did that for you guys because I just really want you guys to be able to see how to do it. But when we get back to hybrid learning, we'll actually do more work with it. So that is our image, and that's our pre-image. And so that's it for today, guys. You guys can copy the work and do it however you want. Thanks. Have a good day, guys.